Harambee! Neno hili si hivyo. Mambo ni matatu.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome back to our channel once again. I've always told you on this platform that politics is a game of numbers, real or perceived. I want us to begin this video by looking at what William Ruto got in Murang'a County during the last election, because it's actually going to form the basis of this analysis. According to IBC, in the last election, William Ruto got over 343,000 votes from Murang'a County alone, which means if Murang'a County had not voted for William Ruto, there is no way William Ruto would have defeated Raila Odinga, because the margin between Ruto and Raila Odinga were around 200,000. Murang'a alone gave Ruto 343,000 votes. Raila Odinga, of course, got around 73,000 votes from Murang'a County, which was an improvement from what he has always gotten from that region. The question I want to ask you, do you think William Ruto, if elections were held today, can get 300,000 votes from Murang'a County? My answer to that is a big no. There is no way William Ruto can get those numbers. But can he manage to get 73,000 votes from Murang'a County? That's the number which Raila Odinga got during the last election. Because William Ruto is currently on a mission of trying to win back the support of the mountain. Can William Ruto successfully manage to wrestle the control of the mountain from the grip of Rigathi Gachagua? That's exactly what I want us to analyze in this video. Because today, William Ruto met with over 6,000 leaders from Murang'a County. Rigathi Gachagua also held a parallel meeting with the leadership from Murang'a County.
What is happening in State House is a choreography. It's a strategy by William Ruto to divide the mountain. The other day he called the people of Kiambu and told them to remove themselves to the rest of the mountaineers. The other day he called the people of Meru and told them to remove themselves from the other mountaineers. Even today, he is cheating the people of Murang'a that they have never led and it's their time to lead. And we know for sure he has prepared a small blue wheelbarrow to confuse the people of Murang'a so that he can cheat them to have a presidential candidate whom he is sponsoring, whom he is spending money on to come and divide the votes in Murang'a. Unfortunately for him, the people of Murang'a are wise people. Many times people have tried to confuse the people of Murang'a, but they have remained forever focused. Yes. These are people who are extremely focused and they can see through the scheme of William Ruto of trying to create division among the mountaineers. I want to call our people to stay united and to know that our strength is informed by our unity as a people. Let our people stay focused. Let our people not be swayed by small money and by bribes that are taking place in Kenya. So what is happening today in State House is a shame. It's a national shame that State House has become the theater of absurd. It's a center of corruption and money laundering. Public funds are stolen daily and used as bribes to the people of Kenya. But I'm happy that the people of Kenya are focused and they see far. So I want to ask the people of Murang'a to take note of their true leaders who are here with me today.
I don't know what your thoughts are, but let me ask you, and I require your honest answer in the comment section, yes or no. Do you think William Ruto can regain the control of the mountain from the grip of Rigathi Gachagua? In the comment section, tell me yes if you believe he can, or no if you believe he cannot. Ladies and gentlemen, William Ruto has developed a strategy which he believes can easily help him regain the control of the mountain from the grip of Rigathi Gachagua. But I don't know whether those strategies can work. For those who follow the politics very closely, you should have noted that, number one, William Ruto has dispatched Professor Abraham Kithure Kindiki to move around the mountain. And his office is currently funded, well funded, to manage Mount Kenya politics. Kindiki has been meeting leaders from the entire Mount Kenya region. Do you think Kindiki can help William Ruto to win the support of the mountain? I don't know, but maybe Mount Kenya East, but I'm not so sure. Again, if you've been keenly following the political, if you've been following William Ruto's politics of late, there has been this attempt to divide Mount Kenya, split it into pieces. We have Mount Kenya East, then we have Mount Kenya in the diaspora, then we have Mount Kenya West, and of late, there is also the push to have Kiambu as a county, as a region on its own. I don't know whether Ruto will be able to go with Mount Kenya East, whether he will be able to go with Kiambu. I'm not so sure. Maybe you can help me that. There is also this strategy of Ruto of using elected leaders. As we speak, if you are to ask, as we speak, if William Ruto stands this side and Rigathi stands this side, and you count the number of elected MPs on both sides, you will realize that William Ruto actually enjoys the support of most of elected leaders. Ruto is very shrewd when it comes to holding elected leaders. The truth is, most of those leaders will actually go home in 2027. But as we speak, Ruto has most of the elected leaders. Apart from Murang'a, in Murang'a County, I think most of them are with Rigathi Gachagua. But if you go to Kiambu, you go to these other places, most of them are still with Ruto. The other strategy he's using is the power of money. William Ruto believes in the politics of money, that he can actually use money to persuade people to his side. It worked for him in the mountain in the last election. I'm not so sure whether it will work for him again. Of course, there is also the element of Uhuru Kenyatta factor. William Ruto is going to ensure that Uhuru Kenyatta will be a factor in the mountain. And the moment Uhuru Kenyatta will be a factor in the mountain, it will simply means that they'll split votes with Rigathi Gachagua, and that would be good news for William Samoei Arap Ruto. But the question is, can he outsmart Rigathi Gachagua in the mountain? My answer to that is a very big no. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to explain to you guys why I strongly believe that there is no way William Ruto can regain the control of the mountain from the grip of Rigathi Gachagua. Before we do that, for those who are watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or two, click that subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support, because without that support, this channel cannot be where it is. Ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, allow me to dive in. But again, before I dive in, allow me to also take this opportunity to introduce you guys to Bricks Solutions. Bricks Solutions is your #1 partner in CCTV installation, software solutions, website design, and structured cabling. Currently, Bricks Solutions has one of the best point of sale softwares in the market. You can contact them using the numbers you are seeing on your screen. In fact, that point of sales by Bricks Solutions is designed for schools, supermarkets, petrol stations, and any other sector you can think of. Ladies and gentlemen, Ruto cannot manage to outsmart Rigathi Gachagua in the mountain because of the following. Number one, there is the politics of betrayal. For those who follow this channel, I've always explained to you guys that in politics you have only two constants. That is the interest and betrayal. When we talk of interest, can William Ruto currently serve the interest of the mountain, politically speaking? I doubt. Why? Because the mountain feels that William Ruto betrayed them. How did William Ruto betray the mountain? William Ruto betrayed the mountain according to them in this way. After the last election, he looked for Raila Odinga and he had a kind of handshake with Raila Odinga. The people of the mountain voted for Ruto because they didn't want anything to do with Raila Odinga and to do with handshake. Now, you voted someone so that he will not allow Raila Odinga to be in government, then you bring Raila Odinga into government. Because of that, now that Mbadi, John Mbadi, is the Minister for Finance. Wanda is the Minister for Energy. Joho, Blue Economy, Oparanya. That alone will not make them support Ruto. Number two, in the mountain, there has always been the Raila phobia in the mountain. Without Raila phobia, the mountain would have voted for Raila Odinga in the last election. Because of that phobia, they never voted for Raila Odinga. But who controls the government as we speak? Ruto is the president. Raila is kind of a co-president. Let us just face the realities. So there are people in the mountain who cannot stomach the idea that Raila Odinga is part of the government. So Today, if Raila Odinga were to exit William Ruto's government, I can assure you, almost half of the mountain will join William Ruto's government. That is a fact. And I remember who was this lady. There was this MP who was like, sasa wamepea Mbadi Ministry for Finance. Pesa inalala in Luland. The truth is, Raila phobia cannot make the mountain agree with Ruto. As long as Ruto is with Raila, they will not. But if Ruto and Raila were to fall out today, that would be totally a different ballgame. Number 3, that Rigathi Gachagua's impeachment was the biggest mistake Ruto committed. I don't know whether you can attribute it to propaganda or Rigathi Gachagua's schemes or failed plans. But the moment Rigathi Gachagua was impeached, he ensured that he made that impeachment appear as if the Kikuyu nation were being impeached. That is the fact. So the Kikuyu nation are currently very bitter in their hearts that Rigathi was impeached. But remember, Rigathi was impeached, then Kindiki was brought on board. The truth is, they don't recognize Kindiki. Kindiki is like now a project of the president. And lastly, and it's a very big issue, the state of economy. I don't know your take. Do you think the economy is doing better right now? If you are to ask ordinary person, they'll tell you no. But William Ruto and the government believes that the economy is doing well. The truth is, the state of economy is not doing better. It's bad. And the people who are affected the most are the traders. And most of the traders are actually from Mount Kenya. And you know, when William Ruto was campaigning, he made a promise to the mountain that I'm going to win the presidency and your issue is going to be at the top. Your issue was going to be the main agenda. I'm going to make life easy for you. Today, if you go to Nyamakima, most shops are closed. You walk in the streets of Nairobi, those malls, businesses are closing down. And they are blaming it on William Ruto's administration. So they don't want any idea of renewing William Ruto again to become the president. Ladies and gentlemen, for me, if you are to ask me, the mountain is gone. If I were to advise the president, I would advise him to go and look for votes elsewhere, but not Mount Kenya. Until next time, this is Makwiny. Bye-bye.